Hi everybody, this is Toffee bringing you Chapter 7, Part 1 of my Fire Emblem 4 LTC. We had a break from it last chapter, but it's arena time again. Chapter 7 is a large sprawling map and is probably the most interesting map in all of the Generation 2 LTC. We start with Leaf, Nana, and Finn near Leinster Castle, and Shannon and Patty near Eid. We'll discuss them in the actual Chapter 7 video. We of course will get the ball rolling with Seliph. Seliph got some very good level ups last map, so he primarily only needs to be concerned with rigging magic, defense, and resistance levels. He overshot his EXP requirement to the point where he'll be able to promote after Fight 6, letting him leave Fight 7 in reserve for the actual map for a free full heal. If you really wanted to micro-optimize, I think it would be better to take certain map actions after Seliph finishes his arena, but I passed on that in order to enforce the strict separation between start of chapter arena and map videos. One of the goals we had with Inheritance was to ensure children could use the Paragon Ring in the arena as soon as possible. This encourages an all or nothing approach. We don't want to distribute a few items to several different kids, and instead we want to give as many kids as we can the ability to buy the Paragon Ring quickly, or straight up remove the need for the ring entirely. This is why Fee and Diarmid inherited a lot of gear. Fee will want to spend a lot of money in Chapter 9 as well. Seliph promotes. We didn't really notice this with his father as much, but the Night Lord class actually has inferior stat caps to Paladin in everything except strength. This does come up in the late game once. Where there's an arena, there is a need for an RN burner, and the man who will step up for this job for Chapter 7 will be Yuchirba. He will first aim to clear the arena up to Fight 6 before taking up his noble duty. He buys the Iron Axe because that'll be a less expensive weapon to break for later. We want him to hit certain gold benchmarks, and reducing the gold that he consumes will help ease them. If we somehow manage to give Yuchirba the gold to buy the Paragon Ring, he would actually level cap off of just arena combat, but we don't need to be that aggressive. Since we're near the start of a generation, we will need to get back in the habit of rigging level ups again, but Generation 2 growths, especially on the children, tend to be noticeably better than Generation 1 growths. This eases rigging. Lesser of course is going to be a tedious unit to raise with his 20% strength growth and no follow-up. Another task you'll see later in this video is Skatak and Larse grinding down iron swords to 1 use. Larse will keep her 1 use iron sword with her for something later in the map, but Skatak is doing this because there is a unit who joins in this chapter whose gold is rather tight, and she really appreciates having 1 use swords to stretch for arena fights. You probably don't need to go quite as hard on this front as I end up doing in this run though. We made sure not to inherit Bridget's Steelbow in order to allow Lester to buy it from the armory of this chapter. There's not too much to say beyond this. I'll see you next time for the actual clear of Chapter 7.